So hope you all are fine and enjoying my class. So today my topic is powers and functions of Prime Minister under Indian constitutional law. So first I would like to start with the powers and functions of Prime Minister. First is, he is the leader of the country. He is the leader of the country. The Prime Minister of India is the chief head of the government of India. Chief head of the government of India. Next is, Prime Minister is having the authority to assign and allocate the portfolios to the ministers. So, portfolio allocation. So, he is having that authority to assign respective portfolios to the ministers. Thirdly, he is the chairman of the cabinet. Prime Minister acts as the chairman of the cabinet and he conducts all the meetings of the cabinet. He can impose his decision if there is any crucial opinion difference arise or conflicts among the members. So, if there is any conflicts or difference arise among the members, conflicts or difference arise among the members, then Prime Minister is the person who can impose any type of decisions on them. Next is, Prime Minister acts as an official representative of the country. He represents the country, okay, for high level international meetings, and also Prime Minister is known as the ambassador of the country. Next is, Prime Minister also acts as a link between the President and the cabinet. So, what Prime Minister do? Prime Minister acts as a link or bond between President and cabinet. So, he acts as a either link or bond. So, he communicates or transmits all information, decisions of the cabinet to the President, okay, relating to the affairs of the humans, relating to the administration of the affairs of the union and proposal for legislation. Next is, he is also head of many organizations like many organizations and programs like Nuclear Command Authority, Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog is a national institution for transforming India. Appointments Committee of the Cabinet, Department of Atomic Energy, Department of Space, Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions. All these authorities, organization and programs, Prime Minister actually is the head of all these organizations and programs. And he acts as a chief advisor to the President. We already read like he advises relating to many things, like relating to the administration of the affairs to the President. So, he acts as a chief advisor to the President. President actually works or performs as per the instruction of the Prime Minister. Whatever decisions takes by the Prime Minister with consultation with the Council of Ministers, President acts accordingly. Next is powers and functions of Prime Minister in relation to Council of Ministers. Prime Minister recommends person who can be appointed as minister. So, what is the relation relating to Council of Minister? What are the duties and functions of the Prime Minister? Actually, Prime Minister recommends person. This is very important. His recommendation is very important. He recommends person who can be appointed as ministers by the President. So, basically ministers are appointed by the President, but you know President don't perform anything without consultation with the Prime Minister. So, whatever President will do or President is going to appoint the minister, he will do only if the Prime Minister recommends. So, the Prime Minister's recommendation is very important for the persons who can be appointed as ministers by the President, and the President can appoint only those persons as ministers who are recommended by the Prime Minister. Next is, you know, already we have read like he allocates or reshuffles various portfolios among the ministers. Okay, he allocates the portfolios to the ministers. Next is Prime Minister is having that right to ask the ministers anytime to resign or to advise the President to dismiss him in case of difference of opinion. So, that Prime Minister is having right, like any Council of Ministers is not performing well, or any conflicts or differences arise in future. So, in that cases, Prime Minister is having right to, he can ask those ministers to any time to resign from their position, and also same time he is also having right to advise the President to dismiss those person who are not working properly, or who is having any conflicts among the members, or he is having conflicts with some those ministers due to some reason. Prime Minister presides over the meeting of the Council of Ministers and also influences his decisions. So, he usually presides on the meeting of the Council of Ministers, and also he influences the decisions of the meeting. Prime Minister guides, directs, controls and coordinates the activities of all the ministers. So, all the Council of Ministers, their activities are fully directed, or they used to work according to the instruction given by the Prime Minister, they are guided by the Prime Minister, they are controlled by the Prime Minister, and whatever they will do, they need to do together with the Prime Minister. And finally, in relation to Council of Ministers, Prime Minister can bring about the collapse of the Council of Ministers by resigning from office. If he resign from office, it is a collapse of the Council of Ministers. Okay, he can bring about that collapse of Council of Ministers by resigning from office. Next come to in relation to President. So, what are the duties and functions of Prime Minister in relation to President, which is coming under Article 78 of Constitution of India? It is the duty of the Prime Minister to communicate with the President, relating all decisions of the Council of Ministers, okay, relating to administration of the affairs of Union and proposal for legislation. So, this is the actually responsibility and the duties of Prime Minister to communicate with the President, okay, and relating to all decisions of the Council of Ministers, which is related to the administration of the Union, or any proposal they wants to, anything they wants to propose for legislation, everything first they need to communicate to the President, because usually President comes to know from the Prime Minister. If needed, or if President wants, then Prime Minister is going to furnish such information relating to the administration. Here, whatever communication will be done from Prime Minister to President. If President requires any, if President is asking please provide me this document, then this is also the responsibility of the Prime Minister to furnish such information relating to the administration of the affairs of the Union and proposal for legislation, as if President calls for. If President is asking for anything, it is a responsibility of the Prime Minister to provide those things. And lastly, if the President so requires, to submit for consideration for the Council of Ministers any matter on which a decision has been taken by the ministers, but which has not been considered by the Council. So, as per requirement of the President, any matter which is not considered by the Council of Ministers, okay, these matters can be asked by the President to the Prime Minister to submit for the recommendation. Maybe it is not considered by the Council of Ministers, but President will ask the Prime Minister, if you are considering it, then I can take decision on the best of this. Okay. So, in case any matters which has not been considered by the Council, but still President, if the President so requires, it may submit for the consideration of the consideration which a decision has been taken by the minister. So, Prime Minister's decision is very important for President. So, in case it is not considered by Council of Ministers, so his decision, his recommendation, his representation, consideration is very important for President. Prime Minister also advises the President with regard to the appointment of an important officials like Attorney General of India. So, he also advised the President relating to the appointment of these officials. like Attorney General of India, Comptroller and Auditor General of India, who is the auditor of central government, chairman, members of UPSC, election commissioners, member of Finance Commission, and so on. Lastly, what are the duties and functions of Prime Minister in relation to Parliament? He usually advises the President with regard to the sessions of Parliament. So, he is going to advise the President relating to the sessions of Parliament, when the session is going to be conducted, what agenda is need to be discussed, all relating to the sessions of Parliament, he is going to communicate to the President. Prime Minister can recommend dissolution of the Lok Sabha to the President at any time. Okay, he is having that right, that he can recommend dissolution, like now Lok Sabha is going to be dissolved. That recommendation he can do any time to the President. And lastly, he usually announces the government policies on the floor of the House. Okay, so in the floor of the House, he is going to declare, he is going to communicate, interact with others relating to the government policies. So this is the relation between the Prime Minister and with the Parliament, or his duties and function in relation to the Parliament.